In this next video I'm going to talk about the lower left shoulder on backswing. If you're struggling to make a solid backswing, this is a video you're going to want to watch because you're going to learn how to make a nice on-plane backswing with a really key move about the left shoulder. Sound good? Keep watching. Hi, it's Troy from Hitting It Solid here. Thanks for watching. So let's talk about this lower left shoulder on backswing and why it is a really key part to making a quality backswing and playing better golf. So on the backswing, what I see quite often with golfers is standing up. And what I mean by that is, and this alignment stick is just going to reference the target line for you. As I go to top on my backswing, what I see a lot of golfers do is they stand up and they lose their posture, and watch what happens to this left shoulder. So you can see at address here, I've got this nice little angle created. I'm leaning over the ball. I've got this nice little angles created set up. If I make a backswing, and you see there, I've stood up out of posture. Now my shoulders have close to leveled out, and when I do that on my backswing, I'm leaning down at the ball here. If my shoulders level out and all of a sudden they're pointing out there, I've got myself further away from the ball. I'm going to need to do some sort of compensation on the downswing to make any sort of contact with it. So what we want to be doing with this left shoulder, which is absolutely key, all great players do this. This is something you're really going to want to watch and really get into your game. This left shoulder, as I make my turn, you can see there, it's distinctly lower than my right, and I haven't gotten any further away from the golf ball at the end of the backswing. I'm still in that same distance. Here I am at setup. As I make my turn, I'm still the same distance from where that golf ball is when I make my backswing. And when you do that, a lot of good things happen in your golf swing. First thing is your golf swing stays on plane. So I've got a nice plane set up here. I stay on plane there. I've maintained those beautiful angles that I had it set up. And I've also maintained my distance from the golf ball, as I said earlier. So I haven't moved further away. Less compensations are needed. I've maintained my posture as well. If you were to draw a line down my backside here at my setup, when you stand up, you find you get further away from that line, you come out of posture, and that usually results in early extension on the way down, where you have to flip the club, make compensations, or reroute the club to hit the golf ball. So if you can keep that left shoulder low, a lot of good things happen and you'll be a lot more consistent with your ball striking. Now here's a great little tip that you can practice. Really simple. You can even do this as part of a pre-shot routine. I've seen Rory doing this when he's practicing. It's really going to help you out. So all you need to do is grab your club. I'll show you again from down the line because this is the best angle that really shows this. Put it across your chest. Now as you make your turn, feel like the butt end of that club is pointing somewhere down towards the ball or just above the ball. And if you do that, you know you're keeping that left shoulder lower on the backswing. Anytime you stand up like this, you'll see it's pointing way out there somewhere. But if you can get that left shoulder lower, and of course that'll make the right shoulder higher, a lot of things will happen really good in your golf swing. You'll find it much easier to turn, your swing will stay on plane, you'll be able to come down on a much shallower angle on the downswing and hit the golf ball much more solid. Give it a shot. Have any questions or comments about that, please let me know. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Click and watch the video on your screen now. It's going to go into more detail about how the left shoulder moves in the golf swing, which ties in really well with this video. If you want to learn how to play amazing golf, consider subscribing to the channel. If you have any other further questions or comments, please let me know. I will reply to every single one of you. Thanks for watching. See you next time.